The Triumph of Ella.
In the heart of a small Nigerian village, where traditions are passed down like sacred heirlooms, a young girl named Ella found herself in a battle she never chose. Life had already taken so much from her parents, her childhood innocence, but there was one thing it would not take: her dreams. The smoky scent of firewood filled the air as Ella stood in the dimly lit kitchen, peeling yams with hands too young for such burdens. Her uncle's voice thundered from the next room.
Ella, have you finished cooking?
Not yet, uncle. But the food will soon be ready.
Good. You better put your heart into it because soon your husband will come. A girl's place is in the kitchen, not in school.
Ella froze. She had heard these words too many times. They weren't just words anymore. They were shackles. That night, in the solitude of her small room, she held onto the only thing that gave her hope: a torn schoolbook. Its pages were worn from years of secret reading, each word a whisper of a life beyond this one. But inside her mind, two voices clashed.
You are just a girl. Do you think you can escape your fate?
The voice was deep, dark, and familiar, her uncle's beliefs wrapped in fear. But another voice, softer but firm, rose within her. You have a mind, Ella. You can be more. You must be more. She clutched the book tighter. What if she could break free? What if she could be more? One evening, as her uncle sat outside on a wooden bench, Ella gathered her courage. Her heart pounded like a talking drum. Uncle, I want to go to school. Silence. Then laughter, deep, cruel, dismissive.
School. For what? To waste money. No, Ella. A girl's duty is to serve her husband, not to chase foolish dreams.
I don't want to marry. I want to learn. The slap came before she could blink. A sharp sting spread across her cheek, but the pain in her heart burned hotter.
You will not disgrace this family. A girl is trained for her husband's home, not for books.
Ella stood her ground, her voice shaking but unyielding. But not all women end up in the kitchen, uncle. Not all of them. Enough, he bellowed, pointing a warning finger at her.
This discussion is over.
She swallowed her words. There was no reasoning with him. That night, lying on her small, narrow mat, she clutched her book against her chest, staring at the dark ceiling. Why was he so determined to chain her down? Her cousins, her uncle's 3 daughters, accepted their fate without question. They sat by the fire, whispering about Ella's boldness. Why does she fight? One asked. Does she not know that a woman is meant to be a helper? They did not understand. They did not see. They did not know that when a girl is educated, a nation thrives. One night, as the village slept, Ella met with her schoolteacher in secret. This woman had seen something in her, something rare. There's a scholarship program. If you pass the exams, you can go to school. But you must be ready to fight for it. Ella nodded, her fist clenched. She was ready. Days turned into weeks. Her uncle had other plans. He brought a man old enough to be her father to marry her off once she turned 16. Ella's stomach twisted in despair. Was this it? Was this how her story ended? She refused. But did she have a choice? Every night, she cried into the pages of her books, the only comfort she had left. But she held on to a dream where she was no longer trapped. A dream where she sat behind a grand desk, making decisions, shaping lives. And then, one afternoon, a letter arrived. Her hands trembled as she opened it. Her breath caught in her throat. She had been accepted. Ella clutched the letter, tears streaming down her face. The paper felt warm in her hands, as if it carried the light of a new beginning. When she told her uncle, he smirked.
That can only mean one thing. You are now ripe for marriage. Tomorrow, your husband arrives.
Ella's words spun. What? Uncle, you can't. He dismissed her with a wave of his hand. That night, as the house lay silent, Ella made a decision. She packed a small bag, took one last look at the place that had tried to cage her, and stepped into the unknown. She chose herself. She chose her future. Years later, the little girl who once peeled yams in a smoky kitchen stood on a grand stage. She was no longer a child. No longer a servant of tradition. She was a woman, a force, a leader. The crowd before her listened in awe as she spoke. They told me I couldn't. But I did. And so can you. The hall erupted in applause. But Ella's eyes focused on one girl in the front row, silent, wide-eyed, filled with longing. She knew that look. It was the same one she once had. Ella's journey was not easy. She fought against tradition, against fear, against a world that told her she was not enough. But she proved them wrong. Because a girl's place is wherever she chooses it to be. When you educate a girl, you educate a nation. It is a significant investment that has the potential to uplift an entire nation. When women are educated, they contribute significantly to the social, economic, and political realms, enhancing national prosperity and inclusivity. Educating a girl creates a profound and far-reaching transformation beyond the individual's life. By investing in girls' education, you invest in a brighter future for all.
If you did enjoy this video, hit the like button and share. And do subscribe to this channel for more interesting video on inner dialogue.